Tyrannosaurus rex. Tyrannosaurus rex came from western North America and lived at the very end of the Cretaceous, around 68 to 66 million years ago. It reached about 12.3 meters in length and could weigh up to around 8,000 kilograms, making it one of the most powerful meat-eating dinosaurs ever known. Unlike some other giant predators, T-Rex had a deep skull, huge jaw muscles, and thick teeth that could crush through flesh and bone. It is also one of the best-studied dinosaurs, with many fossil specimens known, including several nearly complete skeletons. What makes T-Rex important is not just its size, but also the amount scientists can learn from it. Its fossils reveal details about growth, senses, bite force, injuries, feeding behavior, and the final dinosaur ecosystems before the mass extinction.
Spinosaurus was a huge meat-eating dinosaur from North Africa. It lived during the late Cretaceous in wet environments such as tidal flats, mangroves, rivers, and marshy coastlines. At about 14 meters long, it is often described as the longest known carnivorous dinosaur, although its full size is still only an estimate because no complete skeleton has been found. What makes Spinosaurus different is its long, crocodile-like skull, the tall sail on its back, and its unusual body shape. These features suggest that it spent a lot of time around water. It likely hunted fish and other animals, making it very different from the classic land predators people usually imagine. Spinosaurus is important because it changed the way scientists think about large carnivorous dinosaurs. It shows that some of them may have lived partly in aquatic environments instead of only chasing prey across dry land.
Tarbosaurus. Tarbosaurus was a large tyrannosaur from Asia, especially Mongolia in China. It lived during the late Cretaceous. It measured around 10 meters long and was very similar to T-Rex, although it was generally smaller. Like T-Rex, Tarbosaurus had a huge head, strong jaws, and small arms. However, its body and skull had their own unique proportions. Tarbosaurus lived in humid floodplain environments with river channels, where it likely hunted or scavenged large dinosaurs that shared its habitat. Tarbosaurus is important because it shows that tyrannosaurs were not only a North American story. In Asia, Tarbosaurus filled a similar top predator role, giving scientists a useful comparison for understanding how related predators evolved on different continents.
Suchomimus was a large spinosaurid from Niger in Africa. It lived during the early Cretaceous and grew to around 11 meters long. It belonged to the same broader family as Spinosaurus and Baryonyx. Its name means crocodile mimic, which fits its long, narrow snout and many pointed teeth. Suchomimus was probably well suited for catching fish, but it was still a large carnivorous dinosaur capable of feeding on other animals as well. What makes Suchomimus different is that it does not match the usual image of a heavy-headed predator built only for attacking large land prey. Instead, it shows a more flexible hunting style, with a body adapted to life near rivers and wetlands. Suchomimus is important because it helps explain how spinosaurs became such unusual predators among the giant theropods.
Giganotosaurus was a massive predator from Patagonia in Argentina. It lived roughly 100 to 95 million years ago. It measured about 13 meters long, and some estimates suggest that it was also one of the heaviest carnivorous dinosaurs. Unlike Tyrannosaurus rex, Giganotosaurus had long, blade-like serrated teeth that were especially suited for slicing flesh. Scientists have not found a complete skeleton, so its exact size is still debated. However, there is no doubt that it was among the largest land predators ever discovered. Giganotosaurus is important because it revealed how powerful South American ecosystems were during the Cretaceous. In a world filled with huge, long-necked dinosaurs, Giganotosaurus may have been one of the main hunters or scavengers capable of feeding on very large prey.
Tyrannotitan was a large carnivorous dinosaur from Argentina. It lived earlier in the Cretaceous than many of the other giants on this list. It reached about 12 meters long and weighed around 7,000 kilograms. Despite its name, Tyrannotitan was not a tyrannosaur like Tyrannosaurus rex. Instead, it was a Carcharodontosaurus, related to predators such as Giganotosaurus and Mapusaurus. Tyrannotitan had very short arms and a body built for hunting large prey in a world filled with huge herbivorous dinosaurs. Fossil teeth found with Patagotitan remains suggests that it may have scavenged from giant sauropod carcasses. It may also have hunted young, weak, or injured animals. Tyrannotitan is important because it connects several South American giant predators into one broader evolutionary story. It shows that this region produced some of the biggest carnivores that ever lived on land.
Carcharodontosaurus was a giant meat-eating dinosaur from North Africa. Its fossils have been found in places such as Egypt, Morocco, and Algeria. Its name means shark-toothed lizard because its teeth looked somewhat like shark teeth. It grew to at least 12.5 meters long, making it comparable in size to Tyrannosaurus rex. Carcharodontosaurus did not have the same bone-crushing bite as T-Rex, but its teeth were shaped for ripping flesh. This suggests that it had a different feeding style. It lived in warm, humid environments with rivers, lakes, and forests, alongside other famous dinosaurs such as Spinosaurus. Carcharodontosaurus is important because it shows that North Africa was once home to several enormous predators that shared the same broad landscape.
Mapusaurus. Mapusaurus was a giant carnivorous dinosaur from Argentina. It also lived during the late Cretaceous. It was around 13 meters long, making it one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs ever found. Its fossils were discovered in a bone bed where several individuals were found together. This has made scientists wonder whether these animals may have lived or hunted in groups. Mapusaurus was closely related to Giganotosaurus, and it belonged to a family of sharp-toothed predators that were built more for slicing flesh than crushing bone. Mapusaurus is important because it gives us a glimpse into South America's ancient predator world, where enormous carnivores lived alongside gigantic plant-eating sauropods. Its discovery helped show that Tyrannosaurus rex was not the only giant predator in dinosaur history.
Acrocanthosaurus was a huge predator from what is now the United States. It lived during the early Cretaceous. It measured about 12 meters long, placing it among the largest carnivorous dinosaurs in North America before the rise of Tyrannosaurus rex much later. Its name means high-spined lizard, referring to the tall spines along its back. These spines likely supported a ridge of muscle or tissue. This feature gave Acrocanthosaurus a distinct outline and may have helped strengthen its body. It lived in ecosystems with large plant-eating dinosaurs, including sauropods and ornithopods. It was probably one of the top predators of its time. Acrocanthosaurus is important because it fills an important gap in North American dinosaur history. It shows that giant predators ruled there long before the famous tyrannosaurs appeared.
Torvosaurus was one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs of the Jurassic period. It reached about 10 meters long. Its fossils have been found in North America and Europe, especially in places such as the United States and Portugal. Torvosaurus belonged to a different branch of large theropods than Tyrannosaurus rex, and it lived tens of millions of years earlier. It shared its world with other famous Jurassic predators such as Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus, but it may have hunted in a different way. Its body suggests that it may have been better suited for slower stalking through forests and river areas, rather than fast pursuit across open ground. Torvosaurus is important because it shows that giant carnivores were already well established during the Jurassic, long before the Cretaceous giants became famous.